Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. And today we're going to be talking about Family Camp. You know, this is just one of those days, one of those videos where I look at what I'm talking about and I'm just like, why am I doing this? Why? Why do I have to talk about this? And then I realize, oh, yeah, it's a wide release, so I have to talk about it. And it makes me really, really sad. But anywho, as usual, we're gonna be going through the pros and cons, and let's get this over with. Pros, uh, it's a family movie. We haven't had one of those since The Bad Guys, and that was way back in April. So it's a new option for parents who like want to take their kids to see this. I mean, obviously, Bad Guys and Sonic 2, they've been out for a long time. This is, well, a lot fresher than them. So maybe some parents will choose this. I doubt it, but it's an option. So that's a pro, I guess. Um, Another pro is that this is not only a family movie, this is a faith based movie. Yeah. 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 And we talked about faith-based movies very recently with Father Stew. But with faith-based movies, Christian movies, they can be sometimes the audience, like the core audience, shows up. Sometimes they don't. So you never really know. But unlike Father Stew, this is like more family orientated. So, it has theoretically it would have a better chance than Father Stew because Father Stew was a hard R and you pretty much you pretty much cut off any young people from watching the movie because of that rating. This won't have that problem. So that's a pro, I guess. Another pro, I guess, direct competition won't exist until mid-June. That's with Lightyear. So there's that. I can't think of anything else. I'm stumped. Okay, cons. This is gonna be so much easier. Cons. Barely anyone knows this movie exists. I didn't know this movie existed until a few weeks ago when I saw this poster here, and immediately my thought process look at this poster was cringe, just cringe. That's why the thumbnail has cringe, just cringe, because that's what I thought when I saw this poster. And like the guy in the blue shirt you see here, his facial expression matches my feelings towards this movie to a T. And yeah, no one knows this movie exists. It's had no marketing presence at all. I haven't seen a single YouTube ad, not even one. So yeah, this movie has an extremely low profile. So that's con number one. Con number two is that I already talked about faith based movies. Sometimes the audience shows up, sometimes they don't. It's also a con here because it's just that inconsistent. Sometimes you have a surprise hit like Heaven is for Real or Miracles from Heaven or I Can Only Imagine. I think, yeah, yeah, I can only imagine. But not every Christian movie can be those. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of failures. There's so many, it's absurd. I mean, let's look through here. Um, there's Show Me the Father, which is kind of in the same vein as this. That did well. Yeah, that just that just didn't even exist, really. And then there's some others. I'm not gonna be too harsh for I Still Believe because that came out literally the weekend where the pandemic hit hard and it got screwed over. So I can't be too harsh about that. There's some other like minor hits like Overcomer, Breakthrough, Unplanned, I guess. Uh Yeah, I can only imagine that was a big hit. But yeah, like there's a lot of these movies they don't do great. Even if they please that target audience, they don't show up. So, yeah, you never know. It's very much inconsistent. And I feel like this is definitely going to go towards like the fail half rather than like the success half. So, faith-based movies being unreliable box office wise, that's a con, a general con. Another con is that with like family movies, I mean, I already mentioned, The Bad Guys and Sonic 2. They've been out for a long time, especially Sonic 2. That's been out for over a month. But if you were to ask a kid, you'd be like, "Hey kid, what would you rather watch? Would you rather watch this movie right here, Family Camp, or would you rather watch the funny cartoon Animals?" And there's two movies of them. Would you rather watch those or this? The kid is going to pick funny cartoon Animals every single time because it's a lot more appealing and it looks a lot better than this. So, yeah, and I feel like kids are just going to ignore this because they don't even know this movie exists. And they're just going to rather keep on watching Sonic 2 and The Bad Guys, which I don't blame them for. I mean, they're not going to have a brand new movie for them until Lightyear, and that's again mid-June, June 17th. So they're kind of they're running low on, they don't have too many options. So, yeah, I think Family Camp is going to get destroyed by The Bad Guys in Sonic 2 because they just look a lot more appealing than this. So that's a con. Uh, what other cons? I guess competition coming up. I mean, there's nothing direct, but it's still gonna destroy this movie. I mean, next week isn't too bad. I mean, you got like Down Abbey 2 and Men. But the Memorial Day weekend, ooh, Top Gun Maverick, that movie is looking more and more and more like a smash hit each day. So that movie is going to decimate a lot of these movies. I think this will definitely be a casualty. Will definitely be a victim of just the blockbuster effect. So yeah, like competition coming up, it just looks a lot more appealing than this, and I feel like this movie's gonna die out real fast. So yeah, that's a con. Even if the competition isn't direct, it's still gonna destroy this movie. So that's a con. Um, anything else I can say? No, I guess there's no star power. Well, granted, a lot of some of these faith-based movies they don't really need star power or like big star power to do well. But yeah, just kind of like there's nothing. There's just nothing to this movie. Okay, so opening weekend. Oof. So this is only opening in like 800 something theaters, I think, which is very low. Again, really screaming low profile. So I feel it's going to. I don't think it's going to reach a million. I'd be surprised if it did. But I'm going with a million, a little more, a little less opening weekend, and then its total will be like 2, 3 million. I wouldn't be surprised if it did a lot worse. And yeah, that's it for Family Camp. Yay. Now, there's one more movie to talk about this weekend. It's Firestarter. Then that'll be it. Just two movies. And the next week, I have two more movies. I have Downton Abbey, New Era. And then we got Men. And then the week after that, Bob's Burgers, the movie. And then the big one, Top Gun Maverick. And yeah, that'll be it for May. So yeah, stay tuned for all those videos. But yeah, anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage of all previous prediction videos I made this year. All the big movies, all the small movies that went wide, movies that nobody's ever heard of. I've talked about pretty much all of them. So if you want to watch any of those, go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I just did one yesterday about Bullet Train and some anime movies. There's like a movie called The Deer King, another Dragon Ball Super movie, and a Elizabeth Banks movie, Cocaine Bear. Talked about all that, part 125. So you want to watch that or any other canceled episodes, all 125 episodes, go right ahead. Go nuts. Watch them all. I encourage it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. May recap will come out first week of June. Yeah, the first few days of June, right after Memorial Day. That's when I'm planning on making that video. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.